the police department. I viewed the police department, the cameras. I spoke to personnel, and I spoke to the retired individual who then was responsible for providing video upon request. And when I spoke to him, he told me in conversation that he would routinely store a copy on a file he noted as a detective file or on his hard drive. That was news to me. I thought that was helpful, so I notified the defense about my conversation. I was not trying to lure them back to Canton or have them spend money. I was trying to, as I always do, be as transparent as I could and as helpful as I could. Now,
As I always do. Hank Brennan, that is not what you always do, and everyone paying attention to this case knows it. It is not what you always do.
what I simply should have done and could have done is I could have gone to that detective file and downloaded the video and given a copy to the defense. That's my obligation, no more. But I didn't. I extended the courtesy that if they wanted to come and look at that file before we opened it, so it could be beyond reproach, they were invited to do that. I wasn't encouraging or luring them. I was inviting them because
it's insane, right? Because the defense's own expert, I do not remember his name. I'm trying to remember, but I don't want to botch it. But again, I will leave the link to my commentary video about the defense's motion to recover expert expenses. I'll leave that video in the description below so that this all makes better sense to you. In that affidavit, and the expert's affidavit, the DVR expert, he says that he asked if there was a backup. He asked the Canton PD, the technician, if there was a backup, and they said no. Like, they had nothing for the dude to review. It wasn't in the DVR system. You know, it wasn't saved on a hard drive. They didn't have shit for him, even though he came all the way from Arizona. So it's crazy that that the Canton PD they won't like cooperate with the defense team, but they will cooperate with Hank Brennan. Do you guys see? The Canton PD to this day is cooperating with the prosecution, but they will not cooperate with the defense team. You guys see that? Crazy. Like, again, the Canton PD is still corrupt. You know, everybody in Canton should be worried for their life. You know, don't ever get caught up with the Canton PD if you're living in Canton.